Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel for episode 38 of the Doll Symposium. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant with me today is the very lovely Y'shtola. So without further ado, let's just get started. Alright everybody, let's just get this done. So, yeah, first of all, this wasn't released on Friday. I do apologize. It was supposed to release yesterday, but I was really busy at work and I just had zero energy to do anything. So this is being recorded and it's released on a Saturday, so sorry for that. But let's just get into the news, shall we? Because I know that's what all y'all have been waiting for. And as always, we will be starting with Dolphy Dream news. Let me put Y'shtola off to the side because my arm is starting to hurt. Oh my goodness, I love her, but she's heavy. Okay, so we are going to start with some Dolphy Dream news today. And first off, yes, I know, yesterday, if you're watching this the day this is released, yesterday was the actual after event for Doll Party 48. Happened in Japan on January 21st, 10 a.m. JST time, which for me was Friday, 9 p.m. And yeah. So hopefully you guys listened to last episode of the Doll Symposium and you knew this was coming up because it already happened. And I checked before I started recording this video and Yor and Arcoid are already sold out. They're gone. So hopefully those of you that were diligent and was able to go on the website on January 21st, JST 10 a.m. time, hopefully you had enough luck and were able to get either Yor or Arcoid. It did say on the website 1 per person, so I'm assuming that's one of each, not just like one Yor and you can't get an Arcoid. I don't know, but hopefully those of you that went out for it actually got what you were looking for. But the reason why I mention this is because what's going to be coming up in a little bit, so keep that in the back of your minds. So next up, on the Volks International website, this already started a long time ago on December 24th, and I mentioned it in the I mentioned it in the Doll Symposium in the previous episode as well, that the Dolphy Dream is having a tan hand parts sale and wrist joint parts that's on there, and it's still going on until January 31st. And as of the recording of this video, I checked it. All of the items are still available. So if you have a tan doll, and I'm talking to all of you that have purchased Y'shtola and waiting for her to come in or has already come in, and you want extra hand parts, this is the time to get them because they don't normally sell tan parts online all that often. It's very rare that it comes up. So everything is still in stock. So if you want any extra hand parts for your Y'shtola or any other tan doll that you have from Volks, now's the time to really jump on it, people. Now, brings me up to what I was saying before about Doll Party. We finally got an announcement from Volks USA. So Volks USA has a Doll Party 48 new outfit collection from January 27th to January 30th. Now remember, this is a lottery. So anytime between January 27th and January 30th, as long as you go on the Volks USA website and put in your bid for an item, you have a chance of winning it. So this is your second chance. If you didn't get anything in the click war from the international website yesterday, this is going to be your next chance to get whatever items that you missed out on. This also includes Volks USA after event for Doll Party 48. Now for the dolls specifically, it'll be February 1st to February 10th for the lottery period. So if you missed out on your Forger or Arcoid Brunstein, then this is your second chance on Volks USA, February 1st to February 10th. Unfortunately, I think this is only for USA and North Canada buyers. I'm not really North Canada, like North American, so United States or Canada. I do not know if it extends all the way south to South America. I'm not 100% sure on that. I honestly don't know. But if it does, then it's basically the Americas. But as far as I know, it's North America, but I could be wrong. So comment down below if you know if it goes South America too. But unfortunately, international buyers either from Europe or Asia cannot participate in this lottery. So sorry for that. Unless you know somebody and they can proxy for you here in the States, then maybe. but February 1st to February 10th. Now it's important that you know it's February 1st at midnight to February 10th at 10 a.m. PST time. That's California time. Now your results will be announced if you won either doll on February 17th, and then they'll give you some leeway time. You have up until February 20th to pay, and then delivery date will be sometime around March. Usually these things, it's not uncommon for them to get delayed, so in all honesty, expect April if anything. But yeah, good luck to everybody that is going for the lottery, and congratulations to anybody that was able to win the Click War and get your or Arcoid during the Japanese after event. But yeah, if you need a second chance, you weren't able to get it during the Click War, Volks USA, February 1st to February 10th, your second chance to enter a lottery and get either your or Arcoid. But that's really everything. That's it for Dolphy Dream news this week. There really isn't much other than the big announcement from Volks USA of their after event items, but nothing more than that this week. It's been a kind of a slow week for Volks. So next up, we're talking about Azone International. Now, I mentioned before in prior episodes that most of the new Azone stuff that's going to be come out is usually in a show, and we have an announcement. So Azone will be exhibiting at the Doll Show 68 winter event. It's going to be held in the Tokyo Metropolitan Industrial Trade Center, and it's going to be on Sunday, January 22nd. Now, the reason why this is important is that if any of you are big Azone fans and you like Azone dolls, or you want to know what's coming up, a lot of things will be shown that are either new projects, upcoming projects, or prototypes. They sometimes like to tease things at this show, so we'll get like a heads up on what's coming. And if you're actually in Japan, either visiting now that the borders are open, maybe you can actually attend this event and maybe get some goodies or something. Who knows? But one of the things that's going on is this lovely girl. This is Minami, and this is the Happy New Year 2023 edition. Now, this is limited to the event, so you have to be at the event to get this doll, at least during the doll show, for the venue price of 13,000 yen. So just over 100 bucks. But I think the yen is picking up, so I don't know, maybe under 100, just under 100, or just over 100. Really depends how strong the yen is on that day. But there is, I believe, an after event for this one as well, which is going to be on the Azone International website, which is Azonet, on January 25th. So if you can't go to the event and you do want this doll, January 25th on Azonet should be available. Now, do remember that this is not a 1/3 scale doll. This is a smaller one. This is a 1/6 pure Nemo line girl. So if you're interested in the smaller dolls, that's what this one is going to be. But there is more announcements from Azone. They're also going to be showing off this lovely lady during the doll show, this Doll Show 68. I can't remember anymore. Her name is Koharu. This is Koharu, the lovely snow cord set. This is limited to the doll show and going to be online at a later date as well. So reservations are going to start on January 26th if you're doing it online, or if you're at the doll show, you could go get her at the doll show. Base price is 49,000 yen, but with tax and everything, you come into 53,900 yen. This particular lovely little lady is going to be on a, where is it? I wrote it down here. An AZT8 45 centimeter body. So it's not the 50 centimeter doll, which is like my Kano. This is the one that's slightly shorter at the AZT8 45 body. This is also going to have a small bust on this lovely lady, and she has exclusive eyes. So I don't know what the exclusive part is in it, but if it's anything like Azone usually does, there's probably something really cool inside, like a snowflake or something, or some kind of metallic flakes in the eyes. So she definitely has specialty eyes for this girl. Now she also comes with the cape, the pannier, the knee-high socks, shoes, shorts, and the magnet stands that most of these girls come with. Again, she's going to be released at the doll show on January 22nd, and then online you can reserve her up until January 26th. Shipping will happen shortly afterwards, but she is definitely a real cutie. Now, another one that's being announced is this lovely lady. She goes by, I think it's Violets or Voilets. It's the Be My Sweetie Winter Cord Set. Now, this is also limited to the doll show. She'll be released at the doll show. And then again, reservations can be taken on Azone Net up until January 26th. But if you're at the doll show, obviously, like the previous girl, you get her right at the doll show. Now, this lovely lady is going to be released on the, what's it called here? The Obitsu AZ02 body. Now, this is the same body that Kano is on, so it's right the 50 centimeter mark. So she's the AZ02 body with a G bust, so it's a much larger bust than the previous girl that was on there. And she is releasing for 49,000 yen with tax 53,900 yen. So same as the previous girl, even though she is slightly bigger. She is going to be coming with the hat, the dress, the ribbon, the tie, the corset skirt, cardigan, boots, knee-high socks, underwear, shorts, bags, and the magnetic stand. It is a staple of these dolls, that magnetic stand. So if you're interested in either Violets or in Koharu, which is this one here, or even in Minami, the 1/6 scale doll, if you just so happen to be in Tokyo and you want to attend the Doll Show 68, that's your chance to get them. Or you can go on Azone Net and buy from there, or pre-order and get them from there. Now, do remember, if you do go to Azone Net to purchase and you're an international buyer, you do have to have like one of those buying programs like Buy, Tenso, World Shopping, or whatever in order to purchase from there. You unfortunately can't purchase directly from the website like with like a regular login. You have to have one of those services in order to do so. But they are purchasable still as long as you use one of those services. And that's really it. That's everything for Azone news. We don't have too much to talk about other than those three. They are big news and big releases, and whatever is coming up on the Doll Show 68 that wasn't shown like on their website or whatever, there might be extra goodies in there that we'll see coming up on Twitter sometime later. And if I see any of them, I'll definitely put it in the next Doll Symposium. I know there's a couple outfits coming out as well, but I don't know what they are as of recording this video. But we'll probably put it in the next episode of the Doll Symposium for those Azone lovers out there. Now, lastly, we come up to our last one, which is Smart Doll. So again, it's a very short news week. We don't have too much to talk about other than like a couple things that came through. So let me see, we're gonna pull it up here. So to start, these are a couple things that have been released since the last Doll Symposium, and that is Pink Prowess. So you have, like, she called them Pink Prowess, but it's a blue prowess, but it has the pink whiskers. So she was released, so congratulations to all of you that was able to pick her up when she was released. And then also some sad news, the last batch of Chitose Classic option heads for the foreseeable future has already been released and is sold out. Now, I don't know what to say about this because Chitose, the OG Chitose, stopped a long time ago, and then Danny Chu started releasing her in optional heads again in pretty much every skin tone color that was available. So you had cinnamon, tea, cocoa, and blue. So now he says for the foreseeable future, that's not a hard no. So for you hardcore Chitose fans out there that have been wanting to get an OG Chitose and just haven't up until this point, just either because you don't have money or because she sells out too fast or whatever it may be, I'm hoping that at some point in the future she will make a return. But he says for the foreseeable future. So that's not a definite hard no. So hardcore Chitose fans, especially the OG Chitose fans, there's still hope for you to get one, I'm assuming, just based upon the choice of words he used. So maybe not anytime soon, but probably later on in the future. I'm really hoping at some point by the end of Galactic Gray's lifespan, he will release a Galactic Gray OG Chitose head, but we don't know. Because Interstellar Blue had a couple heads released in the beginning. If you remember, we had Singularity, Semi-Real, Singularity anime, you had Prowess, and you had Moment. And is there anyone else that I'm missing that was in the initial release? You guys can remind me, put it in the comment section down below. But those were essentially the original ones that were released in Interstellar Blue. And then of course he started adding more, and then like he was like, the last one is Relentless, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere we got OG Chitose and a couple other characters, even the Prowess with the pink whiskers. So in the foreseeable future, yeah, she's pretty much gone at this point. But in the later future, probably maybe we'll get more OG Chitoses, who knows. I'm really hoping for it, because there is a lot of people out there that are OG Chitose fans that just for whatever reasons haven't been able to get their hands on one. So if she does make a comeback, obviously I will be announcing it, and obviously Danny Chu will announce it, but I will be very emphatically announcing it because I just love OG Chitose so much. You guys know me, you know how much I love her. So that was a little bit of sad news, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, hopefully she'll come back at some point. Now, another thing has been released is the new Chelsea boots in brown. Not really too new, it's just like another version of it. So all of you that love the Danny Chu shoes, especially the leather ones, you might want to grab these up. Now, another one that was released is one of our first releases, Anime North in gray. So obviously she's gone now. She was released back in January 18th, but it's just nice starting to see them come out rather than in, you know, if you're lucky to get them in Chaos or in Pebbles or anything like that. But yeah, they just like the Interstellar Blues first releases, they sell out real fast. So congratulations to everybody that got Anime in green. Green. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Anime North in Galactic Gray. Congratulations to all of you that was able to get your hands on one. But she is not the only one. Apparently, also Relentless Anime in Gray was released and subsequently sold out really fast. So, you know, for those of you that have been in the hobby for a while, you know the deal. These things go really quick. And for those of you that are new to the hobby or new to my channel, just make sure you go to this website here, you go to Twitter and you follow this account here at SmartDollLand, and you'll get all notifications straight from them of when items are being released. And you got to jump on those links. You got to click these links that pop up here real quick and try to buy those items, because I can't snap, I'm sorry, I'm not good at it. They sell out fast is what I'm trying to say. They sell out real fast. But, you know, congratulations to those of you that have gotten your hands on them. This is the infancy of Galactic Gray, so there will be other chances for everyone else to you know, at least try and get their hands on these Galactic Gray girls. Absolutely lovely. I would jump on the chance for the North if I could, but like I said in all my videos recently, I'm trying my best not to buy anything because I really want to go back to Japan. Especially now that the borders are open. I really, like, it's hitting me a lot harder now. So as much as there's so many things that I want to purchase, like, I have to try not to, so I can go back to Japan. And, you know, and hopefully, you know, when I'm there, if he's available, maybe hang out, you know, meet up with Danny Chu and just, you know, if the store's open, check out the store again. Like, I'm just hoping for that day to come. Like, I'm saving little by little as time goes by so I can go back. Another one that was released just today as the filming of this episode was the Post-Apocalyptic in digital camouflage. Another one. I really want this. I almost bought it like while I was recording this video, or getting ready to record this video, I should say. I almost bought it. But like, I gotta do my best to save if I ever want to see Japan again. But it's a sign, right? It's a sign. If it's all sold out when I feel like I'm ready in a couple days and they're gone, then it wasn't meant to be. If it's still there, then maybe I'll still buy it anyways. But for right now, I'm trying to be good. because I just miss Japan, man. Like, the doll hobby is wonderful and great, and I will always advocate for it, and I always buy doll stuff anyways. But man, like, it's like I've never traveled before in my life, but that one time going to Japan, now I'm hooked. It's like I gotta go back, and especially now that the borders are open again, I gotta go back. So I'm trying to save, but for those of you that are interested in this digital camo, this is awesome looking. I love this, and it does. Danny Chu's right. It does go good with the gray. It does go good with the gray. So definitely check out the website. Should be there, hopefully. If not, if it's sold out, then hopefully we'll get more releases. Who knows? But as of the recording of this video, it's still available. Now, here's another post by Danny Chu that he posted up there. So we talked about this previously on the Doll Symposium, about him having a passion project of his of doing Megan and Wednesday and the Squid Games girl. So he actually made a post with these two lovely ladies, and he was asking if he was to release an official product of Wednesday or Megan, which one would you choose? I personally wouldn't be purchasing either of these girls. I'm just not like a fan. Like, I haven't seen Megan yet. I've heard good things, but I haven't watched it yet. And I haven't seen Wednesday yet either. So I have no real like a personal attachment because I haven't watched either of the shows yet. But if I had to choose which one should be released, I would say Megan, because I just like the way she looks. Like, she just looks awesome. Like, I love like her eyes with the black eyeshadow. Now I know that's the same because he's making them just like the characters in the movies. I've seen the trailers, you know, so she does look really good. Wednesday looks really good too, but if I were to pick between the two, I think Megan has more potential for a lot of other things. Like, you know, if you wanted to dress her up in other things other than her regular outfit that she would be released in if it was official product. But that's my guess. Let me know what you guys think. Put it down in the comment section down below. Like, I know you probably already did it on Danny Chu's Instagram or Twitter and put your vote in, but I'm just curious, like, for those of you that watch my channel, who wants Wednesday and who wants Megan? I'm just curious. Let me know in the comment section down below. And you can see the little Squid Games girl in the background here. All right. Now, another post that Danny Chu did was this one, which is super cool. I am a big fan of this, and these are called the Heavy Loader Gauntlets. They're in the prototyping stages now. He says you realistically don't expect them to be a product unless maybe a year from now. You know, because it's still way early in the prototype stages. But he's saying that even though it's in prototype, there's two possible versions. There's the one with the cannon coming out of the arm, and then there's one without the cannon. So unfortunately, he hasn't found out a way to make it articulated enough where you can actually hide the cannon in the arm gauntlet and then take it out when you want to show it. So it's two separate gauntlets. It's either canon or no canon. Whether or not at the time of release, like supposedly a year from now, he's going to even release both of them or just one of them, we don't know. So I'm curious to say, like, which one would you guys pick? Like, if Danny could only release one of them, would you want the canon ones or the non-canon ones? See, I like the canon ones because they look cool, but versatility wise, you don't want to be shooting up the place everywhere your dolls go all the time. Like, you can't come in guns hot everywhere you go. So realistically, if I had to choose only one of them, I would choose the heavy loaders without the cannons, because they just look cool as like cyber like arm pieces or even just regular gauntlets that the doll could wear like a glove. It just looks really badass. And so does the cannons one, but like, again, like, you can't just be walking up everywhere with cannons, like just everywhere. So if I had to pick up one, it would be the non-canon version. Which one would you guys like? If Danny Chu can only release one, I'm curious what you guys would think. Do you want the non-canon or the canon version? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, this is one of those things where Danny Chu posted like random pictures So there's no context between, you know, for them or what they're about, nothing. So I'm looking at this, right? And I have no idea what this is. At first, my very first reaction was this is the Megan outfit, right? Like it's like the prototype stages of the Megan outfit because it kind of looks like it here from the pleats. And it very well may be the Megan outfit. But what's really throwing me off on this is these two things here. Because these kind of look like sleeves, right? Like this thing here looks like sleeves. So now I'm like thinking, is it like another version of the Megan outfit made to be with sleeves? Is this some kind of other dress? I have no idea, but I'm curious to find out. If it's the Megan outfit, then yay, but then what are these pieces? Like, that's what I'm curious about. Like, what is this if this is the Megan outfit? I really don't know. Maybe you guys know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's have a chat about it. But it definitely looks pretty cool. And, you know, we have all these pieces here. These are the templates or whatever. But it's pretty cool so far. And I'm a fan of the Megan outfit. I actually think the Megan outfit actually looks pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think. And then lastly, this is the last picture for today, is this picture here. So Danny made a post, you know, with the heavy loader gauntlets with the earlier picture that was this one here, the heavy loader gauntlets, right? So in that same post, he wrote somewhere, I think it was like towards the bottom, how that he wanted to have articulated hands, but he just wasn't there realistically. He has to do more research. It's more detailed. He just does. It just didn't seem like he had the time for it right now, but they are working on it. It's not like they're not trying to work on it. That's my understanding of what the post was saying. So right now we're dealing with vinyl. If he's going to make like other extra cyborg hand parts and things like that, just like the heavy loader gauntlets, they're pretty much all in vinyl for now, but he's thinking about making actual articulated hands. And I'm down for that. Whenever Danny can get around to getting that off the ground, which I'm thinking this is what this picture is for, that they're like prototyping in their computer program, whatever it is. I don't know. I have no idea what these things are called. They're like CAD or something like that. I think that's like the old 90s program or something. But whatever program he's using to, you know, make like these prototypes, you know, digitally. I can't tell if this is just a prototype of a cyborg hand that he's going to probably make in vinyl, or if this is the articulated hand. Either way, I'm down for it. Like if it's the vinyl hand, cool. Like it's like another like glove hand piece thing that you could slide over the wrist peg. But if it's an articulated hand, also cool, because it's a cyborg looking articulated hand. I would love to pose individual fingers. Now I know in the resin doll community, they actually have hands which are fully articulated. Like you can move them. Like they're fully articulated hands. And I've seen on, you know, various posts through groups and on Twitter and Instagram of individuals having their Dollfie Dreams or Smart Doll with those resin hands attached to make them articulate. And obviously the articulated resin hands don't match the vinyl very, very well, but it's kind of close. And the fact that, you know, the articulated hands, there's like a lot of like open gaps for when the hand moves, like it has to be able to move. So there's a lot of little lines and open gaps. So it looks more like something from Violet Evergarden, just skin tone colored instead of silver. But still, I like it. Like, even though you can see the cuts in the hands and like the little open spaces, I just like the fact that you can pose the fingers in different ways, you know? We already have like solid hands that do peace signs and the whatever, the flat palm hand. You have like the hand that's curved a little bit, all released from Smart Doll, all great hands. I have all the hand packs now, I think. Like, especially for blue, I have all the blue ones, and then I have a couple of the old milk ones, but I don't have any tea or cinnamon or cocoa. But either way, having different hand poses are great, but being able to have a fully articulated hand, while it doesn't look the most aesthetically pleasing, because you're going to have it more looking like cyborgy-like, I still think it's kind of cool to have that ability to do so. I was always contemplating the fact of getting the resin articulated hands to put on one of my dolls, just so I can play around with it, the idea of having them, but just never really got around to doing it. But if Danny Chu and his team is working on a fully articulated hand, I'm down, man. Like, Danny, if you're watching this, like, whatever research and development you got to do for that, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be really interested in fully articulated hands. So I can't wait to see what you guys do. Like, if I know you guys have a lot of projects on your plate and a lot of things that you want to do, so you do you. Whatever you guys do, I'm behind it. But I'm just saying, if our fully articulated hands are in the works, is something that you guys are planning on, I'm so down for that. I can't wait to have that for at least one pair that I can exchange amongst my dolls. Like, I'm really hyped for fully articulated hands, whether they be cyborg looking or semi-cyborg looking or whatever. Like, I'm down, Danny. And that's really it. That's the end of today's episode. It's a shorter episode. There wasn't really much news within the past 2 weeks, but the news that we did get is really cool, big news, especially from Dolphin Dream and Azone. And then the stuff from Smart Doll, it's big news also, but it's more so like speculation stuff and like stuff that has been released that go by really, really fast, because there's just so much demand for Smart Doll right now. Smart Doll's really, really hitting its stride. But yeah, that's it for today's episode of the Doll Symposium. We don't have any submissions for the community shout out in today's episode, but if those of you who are watching want to participate in the community shout out, please send me an email to dlwshizusan@gmail.com. And how it works is you're going to send me a picture or group of pictures, if you want, of your doll or dolls that you want to share it out to the community. Send that over. Make sure at least you tell us if you made a custom doll, tell us what doll you started with, so we can kind of like envision the transition process of what it originally looked like to what it looks like now that you're showing us. Also, if you have a message that you would like me to read out, for the whole community here, definitely insert a little message if you want to. Also, insert any social media links if you would like to advertise it. Like, if you want people to find your work or your photography or whatever it is that you have, like an Etsy store or something like that, also include that in the email. I'll be more than happy to give you a shout out on your social media pages or anything like that. Just make sure that when you send the email that the picture is not too lewd of your dolls. Make it tasteful, because I do try to keep this show at least PG related, so anybody of any age can watch it. Also, make sure that you specify in your email what is okay for me to talk about and what is not okay, because I don't want to accidentally mention something that's in the email that you didn't want the whole world to see on YouTube. So just make sure you specify in your email what's okay for me to read out loud and what you would rather me keep to myself and just read on my own. So yeah, just make sure you put that in your email, because if you don't, I'm just gonna assume and play on the safe side and not say anything and just show the pictures. So just make sure you specify that in the email. And yeah, that's it. That's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed the episode. There's a lot of good information in this episode, even though it was a much shorter episode than we usually do. And good luck to everybody, trying for the after event from Volks USA. Again, congratulations to everyone that won the recent click war on the Volks International website for Yorin Arcoid. So that's it for me and my little, or not even so little, but my very lovely Ishtola. Let's move it back to the bigger vision, bigger camera so you guys can see us. So that's it for us. Thank you everybody for watching. Please hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to me if you haven't already so you get more up-to-date notifications of when all my new videos come out. And share it if you want to share it. Like, if you want to share this information with other friends that may not have known about it or need a reminder, share this video. Thank you everybody for watching. I am your host, Shizusan, and my very lovely assistant is the so gorgeous Yustola. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.